making sure that Alaska does not generate that much momentum. And they put a stop to that brief Alaska run, courtesy of that nice floater from Denok Miranda.
His Tenorio. Partially left wide open, and that's all he needed. Knocks down that three. He has 7 points in the game.
Now their team owner not giving up as well, trying to cheer his team on. He knows that this is not only a long series, this is a long game. There's 17 points, and his team has that capability to come back.
You know, I'm sure they've developed a lot of trust because they have survived 2 grueling series going into the finals. And right now, let's check with Dominic Roy with his report.
Richard, the Aces realized that San Miguel's pressuring them and forcing them into turnovers. So Coach Tim reminded them, guys, poise, control the tempo. Also, we need to post up Diamond deep. Also, once he posts up, there's a double team coming from the Beermen. He said we need to be able to realize which guys are open and to make cuts to the basket, not just shooting the outside shot.
All right, so those are the adjustments by the Alaska Aces. Here's Denok Miranda, 5 seconds to shoot. Swings it over to Freeman from the short corner.
Denok Miranda has played steady ball here for San Miguel. Hit a floater a while ago, now spotting the open man. San Miguel still on top by 19.
And San Miguel doing to Alaska what Alaska did to them. San Miguel now is the team that's making that shot when the shot clock is going down.
Yes.
Here's Devance. Spins and nice looking hook shot for Joe Devance. That's 5 points. Quick transition here for the Beermen and results in a basket.
All it took was 3 quick passes. Somebody filling the wing, somebody running the lead post. 2 points, San Miguel.
Credit Jay Washington, I believe, who gave up that early push.
And could have been an end-one play there for Diamond Simpson, and this time let's go over to the other side with Leah Cruz.
Thanks, Richard. Now, good job on defense for the San Miguel Beermen, according to assistant coach G. Abanilia. They were able to dictate the tempo right away in the first half, and that was really what turned out to be the key to the entire half. Now, they were aggressive, they were able to hustle, and they really battled for every loose ball, every rebound, and every possession. They were able also to make Alaska turn the ball over 16 times, so I expect more of all this in the second half. Richard?
Well, the key here really is how they would sustain what they did in the first half. And so far, things are looking good for San Miguel here in game number 3. Ontiveros spots out for 3. No. Long rebound goes to Denok Miranda. Jay Wash against Simpson. There's the isolation. He challenges Simpson and succeeds.
Well, another extra possession here for San Miguel. In the first half, San Miguel had 18 more touches than Alaska. Critical here for Alaska to take away those second chance opportunities for San Miguel.
And I like what Jay Wash did. Not afraid of the defense of Diamond Simpson. Yes, he's bigger, but you have to attack those good defenders on the other side and make them work.
And right now, it's an exchange of baskets between Alaska and San Miguel. That basket by Joe Devance. They post up Jay Wash against Devance. Washington with a tough fadeaway, good block, but a foul called against Joe Devance.
This is already the 15th straight play day by Alaska over the course of the last month, starting last July 9, the beginning of the quarterfinals. They have played every play day since July 9. Now it's a question of how much Alaska has gotten rest over the last 2 days in between games last Sunday and today.
All right, this power move by Jay Washington, brought to you by Derby 8 Premium Formula, dito Manasal Yamado. 2 for 2 there for Jay Washington.
And San Miguel, what they've done, Alaska has tried to come back in this game, but San Miguel has done a good job of keeping Alaska in that 20-point bracket up to now.
Ball movement from the Aces. Ends up with Simpson. And a foul committed on, I believe it's going to be against Jay Washington. Second foul by Jay Washington as Simpson goes to the line. I'd like to remind everyone, it's the 25th anniversary in the PBA of the Alaska Aces. They will be holding a grand reunion of former and present Alaska players on October 1, 2010. Players can get in touch with CK Canapi or Waki Trillo at 840-4500.
Miyembro ka din.
Oo.
Yes.
You were the guy that was responsible for turning the Alaska franchise around and making them a winning franchise nung umalis ka.
Ha? No.
Diba?
Mali.
Hindi.
Kasama ako nag-champion kami noon. Nag-champion kami noon. No. At I have a championship ring to prove my claim. In the meantime, Jay Washington hitting a basket once again. Here's Tenorio. Going to get the ball into the hands of Devance. They go back to Simpson. There's the double team. Cyrus Baguio. Oh, ball is tapped away. Miranda to Arwin Santos. And those turnovers really hurting the Alaska Aces as a timeout called here by the Aces. Let's take a look if this is a full timeout. Yes, it is a full timeout. San Miguel with a commanding 17-48 lead. A big moment, another turnover off that top. Alley-oop play. No. Here's Simon Simpson. Met by Ontiveros. There's a cross-court pass, extra pass. Tony De La Cruz, sweet spot, no good. And Simpson grabs that loose ball, or Washington rather, a bit careless with that pass, and he is called for an offensive foul.
You know, Richard, what San Miguel has been able to do because of that pressure defense, I can't seem to remember consistent moments in which Alaska was actually able to run their triangle and to execute it with poise. Lagi silang minamadali and nawawala sila sa spots nila.
Right, a while ago you saw Congressman Monico Fuentebella and Mark Jimenez. Inside they go to Tony De La Cruz. And a miss. Simpson with an offensive rebound and a putback.
Nothing has been easy here for Alaska. San Miguel has taken them away from their offensive rhythm. Everything has to come off on the difficult side here for the Aces in order for them to keep close. To keep on scoring here for themselves.
Here's Dondon Ontiveros. No. Rebound once again to Washington, but stripped away by LA Tenorio. Tenorio to De La Cruz. De La Cruz side-stepping move. No. And a foul committed there by Gabe Freeman.
You know what's scary with San Miguel at this point? Still, they haven't gotten any contribution or respectable contribution from their guards. Pero lamang pa rin sila ng 20 because of the triumvirate of Gabe Freeman, Arwin Santos, and Jay Washington.
All right, and let's take a look at our Rexona Instant Replay. This Instant Replay is brought to you by Rexona. Use Rexona after every bath. So, kailangan maligo kayo para magamit ko yan.
Pwede baliktad.
Oh, pwede rin, hindi naligo.
Rexona muna tapos ligo.
Pwede rin.
Pwede yun?
Pwede. Tapos, Rexona ka uli.
Ayun.
All right, it's still a 20-point lead for the Beermen. 3-3-3 remaining here in quarter number 3. And tapped by Tenorio. 6 seconds in the shot clock here of San Miguel as Joseph Yeo re-enters the ball game.
Merong change-up sa defense dito ang Alaska. Now they're trying to go for this 2-3 zone to try and take away San Miguel's confidence level in terms of their field goal shooting, and they force a turnover against the Beermen.
Alex Cabagnot, again, he's in this unit right here. He has struggled. And right there, first possession turnover na naman kagad para sa team niya. Like you said, it's a 2-3 zone. But if you're San Miguel, you're pretty happy with the unit that you have for that 2-3 zone because at least you have Mick Pinisi that, as one of your big men that can shoot from the outside.
And Jody Vance gets the friendly bounce. And a long mountain to climb here for the Aces. And that 2 for 2 for Jody Vance, and he has 9 points. So San Miguel working against the zone defense by the Aces. And the ball is stripped by LA Tenorio. Cyrus Baguio will finish.
LA Tenorio, not really a lot can be said today about how he has been able to settle his team down, but defensively, already 2 steals in this quarter.
That's right. 30-second timeout brought to you by Handy Fix, the first aid ng bahay mo. Bonds all, seals all, and 3 minutes. If Alaska can manage to finish strong in this quarter, they'll be within striking distance of the Beermen going to the fourth.
Yes, biggest lead stood at 24 points, 56 against 32. But if you are Coach Tim Cone, at least you want to go into the fourth quarter with a smaller gap between you and San Miguel, and also with a little bit of momentum on your side, just to give yourselves a fighting chance in the last quarter.
And those are the relatives of Chairman Pardo, of course, his wife and his daughter enjoying the game as well. And at this point, let's go to Dominic with the support.
Thank you, Richard. I was impressed the last time out. See Diamond Simpson actually talked to his team and said, you know what, guys, just keep your heads up. Don't lose focus. 1 play at a time, and we'll get back in this game.
And that's the coach giving them some encouragement, because that's all you can give right now as they are staring at a 16-point deficit.
Yeah, so far that defense is working, because for San Miguel, they were forced to set up that play with only 8 seconds to go in the shot clock. So you mentioned it, Ronnie, a while ago, that 2-3 itong Alaska, napapahirapan ng konti ang San Miguel.
That would have been a big basket for the Aces. Here's Joseph Yo after Kabagnot. Inside they go, Daniel Defonso. Good ball movement here for the Beermen, but probably too much ball movement.
Alex Cabagnot is not even looking at the basket right now.
Just zero confidence.
Confidence has been down here for Alex Cabagnot. Nick Pinisi also out of the game. In comes Jay Washington, just to make sure that San Miguel builds on this lead that they have right now.
And Haynes is the official underwear of the PBA. Cyrus Baguio, still a sorry miss.
San Miguel actually very lucky, because already 2 opportunities for Alaska para ibaba tong kalamangan na to. If you're Alaska, you're looking to be greedy and maybe to cut it down to 10, or it's acceptable. 12-13, payag ka na.
Okay ka na nun.
Wag lang 20. Bigat yun. Psychologically.
I think under 15 right now, under 15 and 10 is about where they think that they can land. And if you want to be greedy, like you said, under 10 ang hinahabol nila. But they haven't been able to make those shots in the last couple of possessions.
But a miss there for Joseph Yo. For San Miguel, they would also like to finish strong in this quarter and try to get the fight out of the Aces at this free throw. Shot was brought to you by D-Meg, their base premium formula. Dito ka na sa Llamado.
This has been the strongest quarter so far for Alaska. Offensively, 24 points in the third compared to the 21-point production of San Miguel.
Devance. There's Baguio. Yes, Cabagnot. They go back to the post with Simpson. Tenorio now. 4 seconds to shoot. And a double dribble violation. Unforced turnover on the part of the Aces.
Very rare mistake here for LA Tenorio.
20 turnovers, and I believe that's LA's second turnover in this quarter alone. But actually, in that set, if you were looking at it, Ronnie, actually maganda yung pagka-setup ng Alaska doon. But then, when it swung to the other side, it seemed that they weren't used to actually having that much time on the shot clock at hindi sila nape-pressure masyado ng San Miguel.
At maganda rin yung rotation ng San Miguel of that double team.
Here's Cabagnot now to Washington. Washington drives inside. Ball is tapped through. Here's Diamond Simpson leading the break. Simpson double team. Bonachel takes a three. No! Alaska, a couple of, actually the 3 baskets already. It would have gone in. iba na yung complexion ng game na to.
I think, and that's the main difference of game number 3 compared to games number 1 and 2. All the big shots that needed to be made, Alaska actually made it in those 2 games. Dito, those open looks haven't fallen for them, and they've had some bad execution in critical moments.
Pero San